I'm originally from Georgia. I was born in Georgia, but then I went to Texas, and then I came to Dubuque, and I lived here for 2 years. My mom started working, and my dad started working, and I didn't have anywhere to go after school. One of my first friends when I got here, Grace, she told me about the Boys and Girls Club. She walked me there for the first time, and I really liked it.
Our mission is to serve all youth with a special focus on making sure that the most vulnerable kids have a safe and supportive place for development. Our kids absolutely count on the United Way and our board and staff to truly provide the positive place for kids.
I like going there after school, get to play basketball and pool, and go downstairs to the computer room and do the exercise room. And then it's like supper time.
About 16 years ago, we noticed many of our members were coming to the club directly after school and staying until we closed. As a result, we began providing nutritious evening meals. In the past year, we've served in excess of 22,000 meals. Presently, we serve meals 6 days a week and offer many educational enhancement opportunities.
It's actually made me kind of a stronger person because I get confidence because there's a whole bunch of people there. And so I just be myself and I'm not scared anymore.
Janelle is like many, many youth that attend our club. She's been a member for about 5 years. We're especially proud that Janelle has been named as our Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Month. Her honor will not only propel Janelle to higher successes, but she'll probably inspire others to follow in her footsteps. In my younger years, I was a Boys Club member myself. From an early age, I could see the importance the club played in the lives of our local kids. If not for the generous support of the United Way, our programs and services would be greatly diminished.
If there wasn't Boys and Girls Club, I wouldn't have anywhere else to go after school. I would have to find somebody to go to. So I'm glad Boys and Girls Club's there.
Debbie's story is really, I think, a great story to symbolize the unity between many nonprofits in the Dubuque community and many nonprofits that are affiliated with United Way.
I became very ill. I probably have suffered from mental illness for a long time and truly wasn't able to function. Couldn't maintain my house. I was just much too ill. When I left the hospital, really my only option was to go to Teresa Shelter, and so that's where I ended up.
Debbie became a resident at the Teresa Shelter, which is a United Way program, and then in addition to that, she received services for mental health at Hillcrest. She became connected with Project Concern, and that's where our Shelter Plus Care program comes into play. She was able to transition into our supportive housing program.
I needed that stability and that roof over my head and have a support network. This is the first time in my life that I've really felt like I have some resources, both internal of my own and some resources out in the community that I can actually access. I feel like, yes, I can manage this, which is a new feeling for me, and it's also a very important feeling for me.
And the really cool thing about Debbie's story is that she now volunteers back to Project Concern through the foster grandparent program at Project Concern. So Debbie gives back to the community. She goes and serves as a foster grandparent in the Dubuque area schools, and that's really given Debbie that purpose. She's very passionate about it. She's been very successful at it. Debbie really blossomed once she took on the role with the foster grandparents.
Being with the foster grandparent program has probably been the single most significant thing, and I wouldn't know about that if it wasn't for Project Concern.
Without United Way and United Way funding and support, Project Concern would not be able to do what we do. So we are very grateful for the funding and the support that we receive from United Way and from the citizens in the community who sponsor, promote, donate, and endorse United Way.
You know, one of the things I have to say to myself every day is, you have to give back. You are valuable in the sense that you can do something for somebody else, even if it's just opening a door for somebody else. United Way kind of does that on a much broader scale. It makes that difference in people's lives.